last service road, the weather station remains awake. A white mast rises beside the dark control hut. Red warning lights hold in the freezing air. Nothing is being adjusted tonight. Below the ridge, the fields remain pale under frost. A cable duct runs into the building wall. No vehicle climbs the hill. Near the outer fence, a drift of old snow stays pressed against the posts. The wire grid holds a faint silver line. No gate opens there. A warning sign faces the empty track. Its corners remain hard with cold. No torch falls across it. On the roof of the hut, a shallow rim of ice circles the vent cap. The metal keeps a dull, gray shine. No vapor rises from it. An access ladder runs up the wall below. Its rungs remain dry. No hand climbs them. Inside the station, one monitor glows above the instrument desk. Blue graphs hold their patient shapes. No new spike appears. A keyboard rests under the screen. Its keys remain untouched. No command is entered. Along the far panel, indicator lamps stay in a careful row. Green holds. Amber does not join it. A digital clock advances in red numerals above the cabinet. The seconds change without sound. No one looks up at them. At the center table, a printed chart remains under a clear weight. Wind direction marks circle the page edge. No pencil moves across them. A ceramic mug stands beside the paper. A dark ring rests at the bottom. No heat remains in it. Beyond the glass, the mast lights hold their steady height over the hill. Below them, the frozen fields divide in pale strips. No tractor light appears. A farm lane cuts between the hedges in a narrow line. It remains empty. No tire track brightens there. At the sensor rack, a housing marked pressure remains sealed. Its screws keep one muted shine. No panel opens. Beside it, a small status screen shows "Ready." The letters remain fixed. No alert enters the line. Near the rear wall, a storage shelf holds labeled cases in strict rows. Foam edges show through at one corner. No lid is lifted. A folded thermal jacket rests on the lower shelf. Its sleeves remain bent from earlier use. No arm reaches into them. From the mast cable, a low note passes through the wall once. Soft, then gone. The room keeps its even hum. The graphs keep their patient lines. The station remains unchanged. On the upper platform outside, the wind cups stand against the sky. Their dark arms hold still for a moment. Then one brief turn begins. Only one. Then another. The motion remains small and measured. Below them, a rain gauge cylinder reflects the nearest red light. Its rim stays clean and cold. No drop falls into it. A frost sensor rests beside a narrow rail. Its casing remains clear. No hand checks it there. At the north window, the glass keeps a faint bloom from the room's warmth. The outer darkness presses close to it. No branch touches the pane. Far off, a village line rests under scattered lamps. The lights remain low and separate. No window brightens further. Near the communication box, one headset hangs from a hook. Its cable drops in a loose black loop. No voice enters it. A transmitter unit beneath the shelf shows one small blue pulse. It repeats slowly. No second pattern starts. On the instrument stand, the anemometer readout changes by one number, then holds, then changes again. The movement stays slight. The system records it. Nothing else answers. At the service mat, grains of dried salt remain in the rubber grooves. Their pale marks stay near the door. No boot returns through them. A key card rests beside the latch on a narrow ledge. Its printed stripe keeps a dull reflection. Nothing lifts it away. Outside, the mast keeps its patient height above the ridge. Inside, the monitor keeps its blue lines. Between them, the room holds its measured quiet. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The weather station keeps its late watch above the frozen fields, orderly and unworried, while the valley lights remain far below. Near the backup unit, a narrow vent gives one soft breath of warm air. It remains even. It does not rise. A battery case below it shows a line of sealed covers. The clasps remain shut. No maintenance starts there. At the west pane, a thin seam of ice traces the corner of the frame. It catches a weak red reflection from the mast. The line remains narrow. Beyond that glass, the field boundary disappears into pale dark. Fence posts remain at measured distances. No animal crosses between them. On the console edge, a laminated storm chart lies beneath a clip. Its surface stays flat under the lamp. No page is turned. A fine crack in the plastic cover catches one white line of light. It remains still. It does not spread. Above the hut, the warning lights continue their patient hold on the mast. Below them, the frost keeps the hill in silence. The station records the small turning of air until the vat. At the base of the mast, anchor cables angle outward into the frozen ground. Their joints remain dark with old weather. No tool touches them. A ring of pale gravel surrounds each footing block. The stones keep their hard, cold shine. No fresh mark appears there. Inside the hut, the blue graphs continue across the monitor in calm, narrow bands. One line lifts by a fraction, then settles. The printer beside the desk remains idle. Its paper edge stays clean under the guide. No sheet advances from it. Near the side cabinet, a binder marked Winter Log remains between two black cases. Its spine keeps one faded label. No hand pulls it free. A flashlight lies beside the cases on a folded cloth. Its lens remains clear. No beam wakes in the room. Outside the north wall, the field station rail keeps a light crust of frost. The metal remains pale under the massed glow. No glove closes around it. The sensor box at the rail end shows one fixed green point. It stays steady. No amber joins it. At the monitor corner, the wind readout shifts again by one small value. The number holds, then changes back. The pressure line remains almost level. The temperature field keeps its slow red digits. Nothing sharp enters the record. Near the ceiling, a conduit crosses toward the mast feed in one straight run. Its brackets remain firm along the wall. No vibration shakes them loose. A small label marked Data Link stays centered under clear tape. The edge remains flat. No corner lifts there. At the back window, the village lights continue below the ridge in scattered points. One goes out. The others remain. A road farther off keeps one thin curve of sodium light. It does not brighten. No vehicle cuts across it. The cups above the mast turn once more in the dark. Not fast, not fully still. That slight motion travels down the line, into the readout, onto the blue graph, and then settles into the quiet of the room again, beside the cold mug, the sealed cases, and the glass that holds the valley at a distance. Near the door latch, the key card remains where it was left. The stripe keeps one faint reflection. No one comes back for it. The salt grains in the mat remain pale against the rubber grooves. The outer fence stays locked on the ridge. The station keeps listening to the small movement of air over the frozen fields until the red mast lights seem farther apart in the thinning dark before dawn. At the backup battery rack, sealed modules rest behind a clear guard. Each latch remains set. No cover opens there. A test sheet clipped beside the rack shows the last completed date. The ink stays dark. No new check is marked. Beyond the south pane, frost lies along the fence wire in a pale chain. Each segment holds the mast glow for a moment, then loses it. A drainage ditch follows the lower edge of the field. Its dark line remains still. No meltwater runs through it. Near the desk lamp, a laminated windrose rests beneath the corner of the chart. Its surface keeps one soft reflection. No finger turns it. The mug beside it remains cold at the bottom. A ring of dried tea darkens the inside wall. Nothing disturbs it. On the roof above, the warning lights continue their patient interval. Red over frost, red over wire, red over the sleeping ridge. In the monitor glass, the room reflects back as a dark second station. Blue lines, red digits, the white edge of the desk. Nothing in that reflection moves before the first hint